Welcome back inside the Malkin Athletics Center here on the campus of Harvard University alongside Kevin Craig. Ben Altschi here with you tonight for coverage of Ivy League volleyball here on ESPN. Harvard on top of Penn 2-0 as we get ready to start the third here at the Malkin Athletics Center. Both teams in search of their first Ivy League win of the year, and so far Kevin, Harvard has dominated up front, out-hitting Penn 231 to 091. The Quaker offense really just hasn't been able to get in gear.
Yeah, and Harvard, the offense doing the opposite. They had 18 kills in set number 2, 12 in set 1, so they are really firing up front.
Raven Suleiman off the block, picked up by Grace Roberts-Burbank, and Christina Cornelius has her swing dug up by Fura, the Penn libero. Almanza the first touch. Yor sets up Grace Roberts-Burbank, fired off of Planek and out of bounds. That's now 11 kills for Grace Roberts-Burbank, the only player in double figures.
Yeah, Burbank leading the team in kills. Took the words out of my mouth. 11 now, heading at a 320 clip.
Sandra Zhang, the serve, put it into the net. That's now 7 missed serves tonight for Harvard. Only 4 missed serves for the Quakers, but Harvard has 3 aces to Penn's 1, so it's a little bit of a trade-off there. Grace James back to serve now for Penn. Line drive, handled well by Roberts-Burbank for Jamie Rao. Off of Planek, James will save it. Fuhrer gonna take a roll at it. Rao, Almanza, Roberts-Burbank again, blocked. A rare block from the Quakers, their 5th of the night. Bearbaum and Goldstein on the outside, able to shut down Roberts-Burbank there.
Yeah, the 3rd block of the night for both of them.
James back to serve. Yor handles this one. Almanza just gets to it. Roberts-Burbank off the tape. Fuhrer dives. The poke turned away by Rao, and then it bounces in. I think Harvard expected that one would go out or be called a carry, but it just dropped right behind Rao. Maybe she was expecting there would be somebody back there for help.
Yeah, just kind of an awkward play there for Harvard. Rao and Almanza left looking at each other.
James sails that one a little bit long. So in the end, it doesn't lead to much of a momentum boost for the Quakers. Brooke Istvan into serve. Harvard's had to dip a little bit further into its bench tonight, missing some key components. McLean Fields, Shepa Adalea, Grace Varsamis all injured, and an ace for Istvan as that one just dropped like a rock in water.
Yeah, the back row scattered from that one, expecting it to fly long, but it's a nice topspin on it from Istvan, drops it well inside the baseline.
Another float, this one gonna go short. Planek races onto it. The set on the slide, Bearbaum, Yor gets a piece but can't control it. No block there for Bearbaum, who comes away with her 5th kill.
Bearbaum had 10 kills against Brown, coming off of a 115 kill season a year ago, where she started all 19 matches.
Parker Jones the serve, tough pass from Zhang, dumped over by Almanza, sent on top, and Roberts-Burbank will send it right back.
Kill number 12 for Burbank, who has now had double-digit kills in 5 of the last 7 matches. Against Columbia last weekend, she hit 292, which was her highest percentage of the year by over 100 points.
They're really starting to cut down on those miss swings up front. Bearbaum able to steer that one around Cornelius. And now Tullo will come back in to serve here for the Quakers.
In all 3 sets now, we've seen Penn fighting early on, hanging in there with Harvard, and we're seeing a similar trend here. Penn, refusing to go away.
Slide ball blocked back into the net, and a Penn hand found its way into the tape there. Cornelius credited with her 8th kill of the night. Now the senior captain back to serve. Deep float, Fuhrer. James sets it up for Planek, who's into the front row for the first time tonight. Mabry off the net, finds the corner.
The 4th kill of the match now for Mabry, who is trying to get her hitting percentage pop back positive. Now sitting right at 0-0-0. But 4 kills on the match for her from 11 attacks.
Cornelius again goes right at Fuhrer with the serve. Jones sets up Goldstein. rolls it to the corner. Istvan, Almanza for Meyer, can't steer it back in. Almanza digs it up. Yor will go out to Mabry again. Blocked, Yor saves it. Almanza tips, kept alive on the scramble. Istvan, Almanza, quick set Mabry, scoop tip, dug up by Jones, or make that James. Here's Jones, off Istvan. Almanza, back row, Cornelius comes right back. Meyer puts it home.
A wild point all over the place there, but great heads-up play there for Meyer, ready for that ball coming back over. She hopped up, was ready for it, and attacked it for her 4th kill of the match.
And a big smile on the face of the head coach, Jennifer Weiss, afterwards, as her team just continued to battle through, playing the strong defense. Here's Planik off the double. Almanza the tip, kept back, tip back over, right at Jones, flicked back, Goldstein puts it away. That's now 4 kills for the Georgia native. Didn't pick up anything in the first set, but she's started to add her dimension into the attacking foray for Penn.
Yeah, if Penn's able to look to her for offense, then they're in a good position. Still trailing Harvard by 1 here in the 3rd set, though, 7-6.
Back row swing again for Cornelius. Jones with a dig. Back row set, Goldstein off Meyer. Mabry and Yor couldn't pancake it up.
Yeah, another one there where Mabry just not really sure where that ball was going to go off the deflection, so nothing she could really do there. Yor tried to save it, but in the end, it goes to Penn.
Back even at 7 now here in the 3rd. Mabry gets the set high off the block. Planik, James, the push. Cornelius reads it easily. Almanza back to Mabry, roll shot, diving effort, saved by Goldstein. Back over to Planik, and Margaret Planik has her 1st kill of the night. First year from Illinois.
Yeah, Planik, that's just her 2nd kill of conference play. Has 40 now on the year.
Goldstein serve. Almanza chases it down. Cornelius from the back row, put it in the net. Now right now Harvard looking for somebody it can go to try to stall out this Penn run.
Yeah, Penn coming out of the set break with a lot of confidence despite being down 2-0. They seem to be the team with the higher energy.
Cornelius again, roll shot falls in. Fira got a piece of it, but Cornelius with some great top spin on that shot to drop it in front.
Yeah, Harvard going back to their veteran leader in Cornelius to stop that run for Penn. She gets her 9th kill, now just 1 away from double digits. She's also got 6 digs, so she's looking for a double-double potentially tonight.
Tough serve, another ace for Almanza, her 3rd of the night.
Impressive serving from her so far tonight, and all year long really. Able to get this one back tied at 9.
Hard float again, overpass, Mabry off Jones and out of play. Mabry and Meyer were both up there. It was just a matter of who was going to take it.
Yeah, they were chomping at the bit when they saw that that ball was coming back over. Mabry takes charge though, fires it down and gives Harvard the lead again. You can see them both laughing about it now at the net.
Tough pass again from Führer, set for Planik, roll shot, Mabry dives to get it. Back set, Rao down the line, overpass Führer, Mabry thinks better of it and takes 3. Gets the set, off Führer, kept alive, Planik steering around the official, dumped short, almost fell in, but Cornelius saved it. Now Mabry off the set from Yor, Jones has to play it off the block. Planik down the line, off Almanza and out of bounds. Great stick-to-itiveness by Penn that time.
Yeah, another wild point all over the place there, but Penn able to be the better team in that point, take it and tie it back up at 10 here now in the 3rd set. Every set has been tight here in the early goings. Nothing different here.
Now Planik back to serve. She's in there right now for Suleiman. Almanza to Meyer out of the middle, off the block of Cooper, saved by Raquel. Back row, Planik lets it rip. Yor will set it up here for Mabry. Tight set, knocks it through the block. Cooper with a chicken wing dig, kept alive again by Führer. Now Suleiman with a roll. Almanza sets it up for Rao. Around the block, Raquel all over it. Into the middle, Cooper off the block. Yor, Almanza, out it goes Mabry. Missed everybody? No, she caught a piece of the block. Penn said no, corner official says yes. Took a deflection, Mabry hitting the high fingertips and able to win a key momentum point there for the Crimson. And I think we're gonna have a challenge from the Penn bench.
Yeah, you could tell from Penn's reaction after that point, they were genuinely surprised to see that one went to Harvard. I think they all fully believe that there was no deflection, but with the review going on, we're about to find out if the call stands. And the score remains 11-10.
Potentially a big swing point here. As it stands, Harvard on top, but obviously if this challenge goes the other way, score would flip. Taking back a look at the rest of the Ivy League, Princeton about to put away Dartmouth, a 3-set sweep tonight again for the Tigers, as they're gonna go to 4-0 in Ivy League play, so they will be unbeaten coming in here to Harvard tomorrow. A steep test in front of the Crimson tomorrow night, but obviously, first things first, Harvard wants to finish off Penn here at home before turning its attention to the Tigers. That one just about official. It's match point for Princeton coming out of a timeout here. Browns on top of Cornell, 2-0. And if the Bears can finish that one off, Princeton will be the lone unbeaten in the Ivy League coming into tomorrow's match. Yale, meanwhile, has had to fight hard through 2 sets at Columbia. 25-23, 25-21, but having an easier time in the third, on top 21-14, as the Bulldogs, with a victory, would pull into a second-place tie with Cornell in the Ivy League.
Yeah, so potentially Princeton coming in here to the Malkin Athletic Center tomorrow with a lot riding on the line, as they could be the sole leaders of the Ivy League at 4-0. But of course, as you said, Harvard focusing on this one here first, leading 2-0. And as of this moment, up 11-10 in set 3, but we are currently having a review going on.
Penn challenging a touch call off the block on a swing from Mindy Mabry. Harvard still out hitting Penn 221-146, although that number starting to climb a little bit more rapidly here in the third set for the Quakers, who had been held below 100 hitting over the first 2 sets combined. They hit in the negatives in that first set, and it's just very tough when the offense is struggling to be efficient.
Yeah, and they have been able to turn that around, as you were saying. They have 7 kills. They now have 11 points, 7 of those being won via the kill, and they are hitting .304. So yeah, something clicked in that set break between sets 2 and 3 with the Penn offense, and they've come out strong here in this third set, looking to fight back in this match.
Well, on review, they overturned the call, no touch off the block, so it was a missed swing by Mabry. So it's now 11-10 Penn here in the third set. Harvard on top 2-0, and Planick will go back to serve here for the Quakers. Planick almost stepped on that end line. It's an overpass, pinballed, Mabry sends it over, or Meyer, excuse me. Back set, Rao blocked. Big block on the outside by Suleiman and Cooper that time.
Yeah, that point goes to Penn, but not after a great amount of effort from Harvard on that point. Cornelius taking a shot to the face.
Yep. Almost got caught off guard on the Meyer tip and the missed serve by Planick. So Penn not able to take advantage. Mabry back to serve now for Harvard. Winds up the jump serve. Some side spin on that one. Planick does well to field it. Tip from Cooper. Mabry, Almanza, back for Rao. Finds the corner. Furo let it go thinking it was going to sail long, but it just found the end line. That's the 7th kill tonight for Jamie Rao. Yeah, seeing her first real significant action of the season.
Yeah, I think she's been a big surprise for Harvard tonight. 7 kills, hitting .312.
And an ace for Mabry. Going right between Fuhrer and Suleiman in the back.
Yeah, Mabry, one of those players for Harvard where you know that once you can get them to the service line, they're going to get you a few points and try to get a momentum swing to your side of the floor, and that's what's happening right now.
Cooper picked up by Almanza. Cornelius will set it up for Roberts Burbank in from the pin, and she hammers it home.
Yeah, that set required a couple extra steps for Burbank, but she was ready for it, up to the task. And she adds to her team lead in kills now with 13. on the day.
Timeout for Penn. Mini run from Harvard with Mabry at the line. How about 6 aces for the Crimson tonight? We came in talking about how in the Columbia match, really the service line went against the Crimson. 9 aces for Columbia in that match to just 3 for Harvard. Well, that's turned around tonight against Penn, where Harvard is the team dominating at the line.
Yeah, it's all about making those adjustments from match to match, and that's clearly something Harvard worked on this week in practice. The serving has looked very impressive from Mabry and Almanza and everyone really. Of course, there have still been a few errors thrown in here and there, but nothing that Harvard hasn't been able to overcome.
And aside from just the aces, how many times have we seen off the initial pass Grace James have to sort of chase a ball down back beyond the 10-foot line?
Yeah, of course, it's those, they don't show up on the stat sheet, but they help create points for your offense. They can help create easy kills at the net for your front row. So it all pays off in the end.
Tends to throw the offensive timing out of whack for the other team. So Mabry will look to continue the run out of the Quaker timeout. That was their first of the set. Mabry again with a big jump serve. Raquel fields that one, set for Suleiman off the block. Roberts Burbank calls off Meyer. Quick set to Meyer, punched up by Raquel. Great one-hand effort by James. Almanza gonna try Rao again, through the block and down.
And that's what you were talking about right there, Ben. Just another serve where it doesn't go down as an ace, but it throws the Penn offense out of system, and it eventually leads to Rao and Harvard getting the kill and taking a 3-point lead.
Big serve, that one sails on Mabry a little bit. 8th missed serve for Harvard tonight, but off her run, they're able to take a 2-point lead here in the 3rd set. And now Führer back to serve for the Quakers. Running float into the net. So now Sandra Zhang will come on to serve for Harvard.
So just like that, you think you finished the run, but then you throw a serve into the net and it's right back to Harvard serving.
Float from Zhang, taken by Planek. Set out for Suleiman. Did she get it through? Yes, she did. Able to stuff it down through Cornelius and Rao. 6 kills tonight for Ravens. Suleiman. Grace James back to serve. Long serve, and that's back-to-back missed serves from the Quakers.
Those mistakes really starting to pile up here late in this 3rd set. There weren't a lot of them early in this set. Penn was looking confident, playing well. But now that Harvard has started to find their rhythm here, they started to create some errors from the Penn side of the floor.
Istvan's serve again goes at Planek, set up for Bearbaum. Istvan dives in to pick it up. Roberts Burbank from just inside the 10-foot line saves her own swing, gets another try, goes deeper this time. James will try Suleiman through the block, off Führer and out of play.
Suleiman stepping it up here, getting a couple kills in the last couple of points for Penn. Trying to keep her team in this one. They only trail by 2. They're refusing to go away.
Parker Jones re-enters, now playing the back row for Suleiman, while Planek is playing all the way around. Yor, Almanza tries Roberts Burbank and just sent that one over everything. Tried to look for the high hands of the block, but just missed. And now Penn can tie it up on this serve. Short serve again, taken by Zhang. Almanza goes back to the middle. Roberts Burbank has to just bump it short. Back set to Goldstein, and it falls in out of the reach of Yor. Not a hard swing that time by Goldstein, but well placed.
Yeah, Penn's making it work here. They're fighting back into the set, 17-17. You have to think if Penn takes another point or two, we maybe see a Harvard timeout.
Pass from Yor, set to the middle. Cornelius. Penn called for a block in the net, but it wouldn't have mattered as Cornelius slammed it home, her 10th kill. And Harvard back on top, 18-17 with Yor going back to serve.
Yeah, no timeout needed. Just go right to your senior leader in Cornelius for the kill.
Führer the pass, set back to Goldstein, blocked right down the line. Mabry with a solo stuff.
It's been tough for Penn to get through the that front row a few times tonight. Mabry getting the block. We've seen Cornelius and Meyer causing havoc up front as well.
They'll try Goldstein again. Another block from Mabry. Back-to-back roofs. And a timeout for the Quakers. High fives for Mindy Mabry, her first 2 blocks of the night. And Harvard's got a 3-point edge and a 2-0 lead over Penn.
Yeah, Mabry just doubled her block total in conference play. Had 2 in the first 3 matches, gets 2 right there. So she now has 11 blocks on the year. Really impressive couple run of points there for Mabry at the net.
Taking a look ahead for both teams, Penn will wrap up its road weekend tomorrow up in New Hampshire, taking on Dartmouth. That'll be a 5 o'clock start. The Big Green falling in straight sets earlier tonight to Princeton. So Penn will look for another opportunity to try to pick up its first Ivy League win of the year, unless, of course, the Quakers find a way back here tonight. Dartmouth falling to 1-3 in the Ivy League with that loss to Princeton. Penn returns home next weekend to take on Columbia and Cornell before a 5-game road swing through the end of October into early November. Meanwhile, Harvard wraps up the home weekend tomorrow with the 4-0 Princeton Tigers coming in. It'll be a big test certainly for Harvard. And then the Crimson head to Brown and Yale next weekend, so the schedule only getting tougher from here on out. Yor with the serve out of the timeout. James can't salvage the set. That one a little tight to the net and just couldn't keep control of it.
Yeah, tough play there for Penn. But as we've just seen all night long, Harvard just taking advantage of the errors they've been given from Penn and not looking back.
Tough pass from Jones. The set to Goldstein around the block and out of the reach of Istvan. Little extra spin on that swing from Goldstein.
Yeah, great effort there too from Istvan, trying to get to that one just barely out of her reach.
Julia Tulo in to serve. Little floater taken by Zhang, set to the middle. Cornelius beats the triple. That's some respect right there. You throw up a triple block.
Yeah, and you could hear the smack off the hands of the block there for Penn. Cornelius hit that one with a lot of pace, gets her 11th kill of the match. She's hitting .381 tonight.
Close to a double-double, 7 digs out of the back row as well. Cornelius back to serve here for Harvard. Jones the pass, set to the middle. Cooper puts it away. 4 kills for Cooper.
Yeah, perfectly executed play there from Penn. Just taking care of the point on their first opportunity. Still fighting, trailing by 3 here. It's 22-19 Harvard.
Goldstein went on a little mini run earlier here in the third set, trying to get another one here. Mabry gets the initial pass, long set from Almanza, and Mabry spotted it perfectly just out of the diving reach of Parker Jones.
Yeah, as you mentioned, perfect location on that hit from Mabry, finding the corner, left unoccupied by Penn. Now Harvard 2 points away from the straight set win.
And arguably their best server, Almanza, at the line. Line drive float, but right at Jones. James sets it up, Planek off the block. Yor gets hands to it. Almanza the quick set, Meyer the tip, off Goldstein. Jones stumbling after it, just never got her feet set under her there.
Yeah, look, she could have gotten to it, but looked like she took a bit of a slip there. So in the end, Harvard now with 5 match points at 24-19.
Almanza looking to put it away right here. The serve, Cooper puts it over, Meyer blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Mabry followed it all the way. Jocelyn Meyer wraps it up. A 3-set sweep for Harvard tonight, 25-19, 25-1, 25-19 in the third. A big boost for Harvard. They pick up their first Ivy League win of the year, going to 1-3 in the Ancient Eight. Penn falls to 0-4 in Ivy League play. And for a Harvard team that was without some of its key pieces, certainly a good turn headed into a big one tomorrow against Princeton.
Yeah, you said a huge win for Harvard here tonight, getting that first conference win, going into a big matchup against 4-0 Princeton tomorrow. But yeah, it was impressive to see how the depth of this Harvard squad really showed up tonight. We saw the likes of Jamie Rao coming up big with 8 kills, as well as Jocelyn Meyer getting 6 kills on 11 attacks. And Brooke Istvan playing some great defense, leading the team in 12 digs. So the players who got the opportunities today, who don't normally get them, performed very well, and that's what led Harvard to the win.
Well, that will do it for us tonight. For my broadcast partner, Kevin Craig, I'm Ben Ultrasine. So long from the Malkin Athletic Center. The final score tonight, Harvard 3, Penn nothing. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.